Calcutta. Do you have any idea about Durga Puja in Calcutta?
Durga Puja.
Puja.
Is it something similar to Navratri?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what they
yeah.
had in Ahmedabad.
Yes.
Well, if it's something like that, then definitely I have a cool idea about one.
Okay. So, for how many days have you been?
Well, I've been in India now for almost 2 months.
Okay.
But I was based in Ahmedabad,
Okay.
doing some work there at Mission Health. Mission Health Clinic. Mission Health.
Mission
It's
Health.
basically a physical therapist clinic where you can go and do rehab and stuff. So I was there for the last maybe a month and 2 weeks doing rehab to get back on the park because a lot of fans who follow me would realize that I haven't played for a while, and that's because I was injured for quite some time.
Yes. Your signature notebook style, and I have brought out a notebook. So, can you give me a bit of a lowdown of your notebook celebration? I mean, how did it originate? Absolutely, it was in genuine, I know, but where did it come from?
To be honest with you, I like to have fun when I play cricket. I think that's when I perform the most, when I enjoy my cricket. And these celebrations is nothing really planned.
Okay.
It's like when I made my debut in BPL. I started, and the first celebration that I did was like I'm taking a selfie. And the next day it was in the newspaper. It was called selfie-bration, as in a selfie celebration, you know. And I took off from there, and it went wild in BPL. That's in 2016. And from there, I realized, I have a thing for celebration, and that's what the fans like. And if I'm that fun person that I think, that sort of resonate with me personally, I should take that with me in my cricket career. And I think the more fun I have, the more I perform. So, I mean, why not? Why not just do it? It's something that just happened. In regards to the notebook celebration that I did in Jamaica, I think it's in 2017 against India, when I got the King of India out, as you guys will call it, the King Kohli. It was all fun. Like, I mean, I didn't plan it, but it just happened, and it was something that took the world by storm, and I never stopped.
How is your relationship? After that game, you must have bumped on to Virat, and how was the conversation like?
It was all genuine sportsmanship. There was never really a tussle between us. It was just always, it was just always a rivalry when I step on the field. He was ready for a battle. I was ready for a battle. I wasn't going to back down. Obviously, he's not going to back down. He's a legend of the game. I was just having a conversation with someone, and I was telling them, I personally think after he finishes his career, he would be the best cricketer to ever walk the face of this earth. I hope the Indian fans don't kill me too much, because there's still such a Tendulkar that the Indians love so much, and we all know what he did for cricket. But I think when it comes to Kohli definitely he's just different. The way how he plays his cricket, and a lot of people say that he's arrogant, but I don't think it's arrogance. I think it's confidence. To be the best, you have to act as the best, and you being the best would send off some signals as arrogant to some people. But to me, he's just a fantastic player, and the way how he models his cricket after the great Cristiano Ronaldo, and how he train and stuff like that. It's just amazing. And any player, any young player, whatever he do on the field, I think they should sort of patronize that. And then if they do that, then they will be in good stead going forward as cricketers.
So you see similarities between Virat and Cristiano?
Yeah, I mean, you can see his training regime, how he want to carry himself, or how he want people to look at him. I mean, you can see Cristiano Ronaldo himself is a brand, just like how Virat Kohli is a brand. You see Virat Kohli and you see a brand, and that's the image that they want to portray. And then some people will look at it and say it's arrogant, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, because I see myself as a brand as well from where I'm from. you know, and I have to carry myself with certain respect, certain discipline, because also I'm an ambassador in my country. So I have to carry myself with certain respect because me myself is a brand, and there's a lot of people who you know, who look up to me. So I have to keep myself in a way that people would be like, you know what, this guy is somebody that we respect and love and adore, and the way how he's living his life is just.
Coming to your career, you come from St. Vincent, and it's not easy to get into the West Indies team coming from St. Vincent. Um, I mean, you have to perform really, really well to get into the national team. So, from that perspective, you broke through, you made the breakthrough, you played white ball cricket. But is there a regret that you should have been better utilized in red ball cricket also?
I have zero regrets, honestly, when it comes to Test cricket. The thing is, I'm going to be honest. So when I started playing first class cricket, I never really got the opportunity first class level with the franchise that I should have been playing for at the first class level. I never really got the opportunity. And then I got accepted into university where I went there and I played for CCC. And after the first year of Super 50 cricket, CCC sort of loses status in terms of playing first class cricket because there was a big controversy in the board whereby the president at that time, I think he was saying that they don't want the cricketers to be, you know, full first class players. So they don't want them to be away from the school so long. So we got sort of kicked out of first class cricket. So you were only playing one day cricket, and then I realized, you know, if I need to make it at the highest level, I have to develop my white ball skills. There I start working on my white ball skills. I start looking at people like Dwayne Bravo, who I think is probably one of the best white ball bowlers or T20 bowlers the world has ever seen. And there I started to develop and started to get better. And then I sort of left the red ball cricket behind, you know, and just focus on my white ball cricket. And then again, when you look at all the incentives and all the leagues that's around the world and the amount of money we made from white ball cricket, it's only obvious. A young player that has talent would focus on that a little bit more. And if you realize, I really don't want to say Test cricket is dying because I don't think it will ever die. But if you ask a young player now, probably at the age of 17, 18, what do you prefer to do, play Test cricket or white ball cricket? And I guarantee the percentage of that will be very high going towards white ball cricket because of, as I said, the financial, you know, attributes towards being a white ball cricketer.
I mean, you have been very candid here, given that several times it has been alleged that the West Indies players from the Caribbean, they fall for franchise cricket, red ball cricket, T20 at the expense of Test cricket. They are not willing to play Test cricket that much because of the financial thing. As not now you are very candid, frank, and honest enough to say that yes, absolutely, playing white ball cricket was more rewarding compared to playing red ball cricket. So is this the problem that is ailing West Indies cricket, that the red ball players, I mean Test players, are not well looked after?
I'm gonna be very honest with you. Politics plays a big part in West Indies cricket. And when you mention the fact that I'm from St. Vincent and a lot of players from St. Vincent have played for West Indies, I was very shocked you made that comment because a lot of people in the outer world might not know how, you know, the Caribbean is situated, whereby it's different countries that makes up the West Indies. You've been there before, so you don't understand. Where I am from, to play for West Indies, you have to be a good player. So when you see a player comes from my country and play for West Indies, you know for a fact he's good. Myself, Obed McCoy, who's from St. Vincent as well, he lived like probably like 20 minutes, we lived like 20 minutes from each other. He played IPL as well. And we have to work pretty hard, probably 10 times more than the other countries to get to that level. Coming back to that question where you mentioned about Test cricketers not getting treated well and West Indies cricketers going all over to play league cricket and stuff like that. Honestly, I fully understand what people are saying, but I cannot blame any of those players. The reason why I can't blame any of those players, I personally don't think that cricket West Indies, you know, or who was there before, not the executive, no. When I was playing, who was there before, a lot of people who were in management position was never really showing that respect to a lot of players. And when I say that, there was no sort of, how to put it, no sort of trust, no sort of loyalty. For example, I'll mention one player name to you. Someone like Jason Holder, who I think who have been giving his all to West Indies cricket, turning down leagues for years, which I fully know of 100%. Turning down leagues for years to play for West Indies and stuff like that, and then in return the loyalty that you think that the West Indies should have for you because of what you have done in the past, it's not there, you know, and you get so sad, and then you just feel like, you know what, at the end of the day, when I finish my career, I can't go to Cricket West Indies and say, well, I've been loyal to you for years, I need cash, or I need a loan. That won't happen. At the end of your career, you're all on your own. You're there to stand on your own to try to fight for yourself.
Exactly.
I'll give you one experience. I can remember one time, Afghanistan Premier League. It was the first year of Afghanistan Premier League. I got selected in a team to play in Afghanistan Premier League. It was myself, Johnson, and Fletcher. And they asked me if I'm going. So I told them, I said, well, I have Super 50 coming up. You know, I would miss a little bit of Super 50, but I definitely want to go because financially it was good. And I got a call saying if I do go and play that Afghanistan League, it would be the last time I play for West Indies. I had to cut that, come back, and I didn't go just to play for West Indies, and then at the end of the day I got snubbed. So when these things happen, there's no loyalty, so obviously you have to go and make your money elsewhere, because at the end of the day, if somebody's not loyal to you, why are you gonna sit there hoping that, you know, all things work out fine? So I can't blame any of these guys.
Just last two questions. One is that you must have followed India 46 all out today. What is your assessment?
My assessment about that? You took a screenshot of it? You took a screenshot of the score?
Score.
The 46?
46, yes.
You should have.
Yeah.
Because it will never happen again.
Yeah.
Never. India is such a wonderful team. These things happen, it's cricket. And I will never even, you know, worry about them making 46 now. And I know the critics is gonna kill Gautam Gambhir saying, oh, India get bowled out for 46 under Gautam Gambhir, but at the end of the day, it's cricket. That team that you see there is probably one of the best test team that you'll ever see in this decade. So, I mean, you're not gonna score 400 and 300 all the time. At some point of your career playing cricket, you're gonna lose. Javed, I was reading a quote yesterday from Javed. He probably bat 300 or 400 and something innings, right? And he failed maybe over 300 and something times, or 200 and something times high. So he failed more than he succeeded.
Yes.
But if we ask what type of player is Javed, or what kind of career Javed had, what would you say?
Fantastic.
Fantastic career. He had a fantastic career and he failed more than he succeeded. At the end of the day, India presently, India cricket team is succeeding more than they fail. So getting out for 46 is fine. It's okay. As I said, take a screenshot of it because it will never happen again.
And final question, is West Indies cricket in terminal decline?
I like that question. And you said it, so I mean, I don't even have to answer it. Terminal decline. Just like every international team, they will take a dip. Presently, Pakistan team is taking a dip. South Africa team a couple of years ago take a dip. Every single team take a dip except India. India cricket is just doing this all the time. I think India cricket is like Indigo. It's always taking flights because they're always getting better. And that's something I don't know what the structure is like here, but I think what India need to do, they need to feed that structure around the world so that everybody can get a taste of what India is doing to get their cricket to continue to develop as it is. Because
to follow India's structure, you have to have BCCI's money.
You have a point there. You have a point there. Well, let them share it. Let them share it. But yeah, every team take their dip. I mean, if you watch West Indies cricket, I think they have done pretty well in T20 cricket under Rahman Powell. Now they are doing very well, and their Test cricket is not really. A couple of years ago, their Test cricket was doing well, and their one-day cricket has been just slightly just going below par. But I think given time they will come back. But it's just one of those. It's just one of those times. Everybody have their time, and I think West Indies' time to start growing is not yet.
Thank you so very much, Kesrick.